Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I got a video that a lot of people have been requesting, a lot of people have been looking forward to this video, and I asked in my video 2 weeks ago if you guys wanted me to make a video explaining how I would stop the clickbait, what YouTube can do to get rid of it once and for all, and I saw a lot of comments, people saying me, yeah, make the video, explain it. So I'll state right here off the bat, if you agree with what I'm saying in this video, if you agree with these ideas, if you like these ideas, please drop a like on this video, please. If we can get this video to 10,000 likes, that would really help the algorithm, and this video can be spread around a lot. Now, I normally don't ask people to spam likes on my videos, but the more likes that a video gets, the more likely the algorithm is to recommend it. And also share this video with your friends, your family, anybody who, thinks would agree with this. Just get this video as many views as possible just so that we get it in the algorithm. A lot of people see this, and hopefully we can finally end this GTA 6 clickbait and we can finally do away with it once and for all. Once this video goes live, I'm also going to tweet this video at Team YouTube and try to get them to see the video. Hopefully they can watch the video. I don't know if they will or not. That I can't guarantee, but at least it's worth a try. At least we're trying to do something to address this clickbait because it is completely out of control. It is ridiculous. It's annoying as hell. Also, I wanted to thank everybody who supported me through, channel memberships and, Patreon, super chats, and super thanks, and a thanks to my moderators also helped me out greatly on the channel, which you guys have been seeing, up here right now. But I wanted to say, starting off here, that, about 2 weeks ago I made a video in which I basically said that I was, so tired of this, and the video blew up. It got nearly 100,000 views. I didn't expect the video to get that many views, but basically what was going on there is I was upset because I have been exposing these GTA 6 leaks as being fraudulent and fake for, ever since, they've been, popping up for years now. I've been doing this. And I rarely talk about GTA 6 on the channel. It's not that not excited for GTA 6 or I'm not looking forward to it. It's just, I have a philosophy on my channel. If I don't have evidence for something, I'm not going to post it. I'm a very big guy in rationale, evidence. I'm very evidence focused. And so I'm not going to talk about these leaks or milk these leaks and talk about that. But the thing about this is that there are so many YouTubers that are dishonest people. There are dishonest people out there that are milking these leaks. They're taking advantage of this, and they're basically using this to create content that is misleading. They're spreading misinformation around, and they're doing this for easy clicks and views. Literally talking about a leak for literally 8 minutes long does not require any kind of effort, and then they just basically make an AI-like thumbnail, and then they make the video 8 minutes, shove a bunch of ads into it. It requires almost no skill, no effort, and they're basically milking it for easy ad revenue. And what they're doing is they're basically pissing off, the entire, GTA audience because they're spreading around misinformation with them. People are falsely believing this stuff, and then what ends up happening is when these leaks don't happen, like these YouTubers have been saying it, instead of people directing their anger at the YouTubers, what people tend to do is they tend to get angry at Rockstar. And I've seen, Rockstar's page before, where they get spammed on YouTube, on Twitter, of people saying, why didn't this happen? This YouTuber said pre-orders were going to go live today. They said Trailer 3 was going to go live today on this day. They said that this was going to be revealed today. Why didn't it get revealed? Because Rockstar never said so. This is all based off, stupid false leaks that a lot of YouTubers are basically spreading around misinformation. And when I tried to call it out, I exposed it. I showed that there's really no proof for a lot of this stuff. It's just like months ago when they said that, the GTA 6 physical was going to get delayed, and it was a bunch of nonsense, and I even said then that that's not true. There's no proof that GTA physical is going to get delayed, and I outlined my reasons. I said that they're going to want to sell a collector's edition. I said that this has never really happened with a game where physical gets, delayed, and I also said that even if a leak happens, it's not going to stop people from buying the game at the end of the day. People are still going to buy the game. They might get pissed if the story gets leaked to them, but it's not going to stop them from buying the game. They're still going to get it at the end of the day, but yet there was people arguing with me, telling me that, oh, the leaks are credible, physical is going to get delayed, and then it turns out physical wasn't getting delayed. Rockstar said so. But whenever I call these leaks out, I have people that come over, they hate on me, they talk crap to me, they tell me, oh, you're just hating on it, you're just jealous of this YouTuber has, 2 million subscribers, or this person has 3 million subscribers, whatever, you're just jealous of their channel. I am not jealous of anyone's channel. I don't care. I would rather have 1,100,000 subscribers as I have right now, and people actually respect me and see me as a trustworthy source and like me, than have millions of subscribers and people hate my guts and know me for clickbait. So that's the way I see it. I'm not jealous of these people at all, but I've had people that talk crap to me, accuse me of ruining their fun when I call out these leaks, and I've lost, hundreds of subscribers because of that. That's why I got upset when I posted that video 2 weeks ago, because people were just, I lost the most amount of subscribers that I had lost in, a long time, and all I was doing was I was calling out leaks and saying people not to believe this. People were getting mad at me when I was telling people not to believe these false GTA 6 leaks, but for people asking and wondering, I am feeling a lot better now. I want to thank everybody who reached out to me, everybody who was, very supportive in the comments. I saw a lot of comments of people telling me, don't give up, keep exposing these GTA 6 leaks, don't let these clickbaiters get away with this stuff, they're spreading misinformation around. So I'm basically determined more than ever now to try to stop this clickbait, because this clickbait, it's not just, creating misinformation for viewers, it is also, hurting the reputation of YouTubers, because, for one, us GTA content creators, we have a really bad reputation on YouTube, a really bad one. We basically have the same kind of reputation as car mechanics. You know how like people think that most car mechanics are scammers, because there are so many car mechanics that are scammers out there. You bring in your car to the auto shop and they'll basically lie to you. They'll deceive you, say, oh, you gotta get this change, this change, this change. When in reality, a lot of that stuff you don't need to get changed. And because there's just so much dishonesty when it comes into the car mechanic field, is car mechanics overall get a bad reputation. But there are plenty of honest car mechanics out there that don't do stuff like that. But it's the same thing with the GTA content creators, because there are so many GTA content creators that clickbait, spread misinformation around, lie about a bunch of stuff just for cheap and easy views and ad revenue, is that it has given a lot of other GTA content creators, even honest people like myself, a bad reputation also. So that's also why I get pissed off at this stuff, because people look at my channel, they see I do GTA content, and they might think, oh, he does clickbait too, because he has over 1 million subscribers, so he had to do clickbait before, when I don't do garbage like that. So that's basically it's the problem with it. And if you look at the clickbait that's been going on, what I will say about it is there's a reason that all of these videos are over 8 minutes long, and I'll have timestamps down below if people want to skip to a specific part, but the reason that all of these videos are over 8 minutes long, the reason that they are, is because here's what these YouTubers won't tell you. When a video is over, under 8 minutes, you can only put one ad in it. But when the video is over 8 minutes, you can put as many ads as you want in it. There is no limit to that whatsoever. So that's why those videos are always like a little bit over 8 minutes. So like 8 minutes and 5 seconds, 8 minutes and 2 seconds, because that's basically the time that they need to hit to put as many ads as possible. And you notice it's not even longer than that. They're not going to make it a couple more minutes longer than that, because that would require more effort. So there's stop immediately at 8 minutes and just keep it there just so that they can put more ads in it. It's very dishonest. It's lying. It's greedy. I cannot stand stuff like that. And also the thumbnails. The thumbnails are just complete garbage a lot of times. A lot of times the thumbnails, they look like they're AI created. That's exactly what they look like. They don't even look like they're actually made by a person in Photoshop. They literally look like they are AI created. And I will say some of this clickbait has basically gone way too far. So, for example, take a look at this, guys. These are examples of 3 different channels right here. And I'm not going to name these channels here. I'm not going to say their names because I don't even want to give these guys attention. But basically, about 4 months ago, there was an incident at Rockstar, Games headquarters, where basically there was like a boiler that was in the basement, I believe, and the boiler like overloaded. It partially exploded. There was like steam and smoke coming out of it. But what happened was the employees from Rockstar were evacuated out of the building, and the building was locked down. Fire department went in, they cleared everything out, everything was fine after that. After a couple hours, they went back into the building and they started working again. Now, about it is that these clickbaiters, it did a little bit of, the boiler explosion did a little bit of structural damage to the building, sure, but it did not cause the building to go on fire. The building didn't collapse. The building didn't fall apart. But these stupid YouTubers, and I'm gonna excuse my language, these fucking idiots, that's what I'm gonna say, and I curse when I get so mad. These idiots, what they've done is they have basically created thumbnails where they're basically saying, oh, Rockstar Games headquarters completely burnt down. It got blown up. And you look at these thumbnails, it literally looks AI. Like the whole building's exploding. The whole building's on fire. There's people actually working at a place like this. And you're spreading around misinformation that the entire building burnt down and that GTA 6 has been delayed, because they know that if they made a video saying there was a boiler that exploded at Rockstar headquarters, that is a lot less likely to get views instead of somebody saying that the whole building burnt down. And if you click on the video and you watch the video, these guys will be saying, oh, it's there was a boiler explosion in the basement, everything's okay now, they went back to work. But that's not what their thumbnail shows. Their thumbnail literally shows the entire building burning down. So this is a massive problem with this clickbait. If you have watched any kind of GTA content out there, you know how bad this clickbait is. You know how ridiculous it is. You know how annoying it is. And it's not just, like I said, it's not just one channel that's doing it. There's multiple channels that are doing it. A lot of people that are doing it. And this video isn't even just directed towards the GTA clickbait. It's directed really towards all clickbait. It could really apply to pretty much everything. Because, there's plenty of other things people clickbait about. Like, look at when people clickbait about Call of Duty. Call of Duty channels do that all the time. But the other thing that I want to tell you guys about this is that there's gonna be some people in my comment section that are gonna say to me, "Oh, professional, GTA 6 clickbait is gonna end because GTA 6 is less than 5 months away. So why do you care about it?" No, GTA 6 clickbait is not going to end. It is not whatsoever. So here's what's gonna happen. As we approach the deadline for GTA 6, clickbait is going to get even worse. You think clickbait is bad now? When we get closer and closer to the deadline, you're going to have double and triple the amount of clickbait videos coming up. There's tons of them that are going to be popping up. But even when GTA 6 is finally released, do you know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is these morons who have been clickbaiting, they're going to start clickbaiting about GTA Online DLC. They're going to be saying, "Oh, this is the first GTA Online DLC. Remember Cops and Crooks? Remember that? When the GTA Online content creators constantly kept saying, oh, Cops and Crooks DLC coming out. Cops and Crooks DLC coming out soon." There was no Cops and Crooks DLC ever released. It never happened. But that didn't stop people from clickbaiting and uploading like dozens and dozens of videos about Cops and Crooks DLC that didn't come out. That's the exact same thing that's going to happen with GTA 6 Online. We're going to start clickbaiting and about DLC leaks, supposed DLC leaks that's going to come out, and they're going to clickbait also GTA 6 story DLC. They're going to do that because I remember what happened with Red Dead Redemption 2 story DLC. With Red Dead Redemption 2, these clickbaiters started uploading these false videos and they started saying, "Oh, there's a DLC coming out where you play as Sadie Adler, story DLC. There's a DLC coming out where you play as, Javier Escuela. There's one where you play as Charles. There's a Dutch prequel DLC coming out. Remember all those stupid story DLCs that were coming out in 2019 or supposedly coming out in 2019 that these guys were saying? It was all in 2019 when they were making these videos. It was like half a year after the game came out and they started like spamming dozens and dozens and dozens of videos. But there's a Red Dead Redemption 2 story DLC coming out and they kept saying Undead Nightmare 2 is coming out. There was no proof of Undead Nightmare 2. There was no proof of the Sadie Adler DLC storyline. There was no proof of Javier Escuela DLC, Dutch DLC, whatever else, Charles DLC. There was no proof of it whatsoever, but that didn't stop these guys from posting dozens and dozens and dozens of videos. And the proof that these guys had used for this, it was so stupid, where they basically took like a video of Roger Clark, who was the voice actor for Arthur Morgan on Red Dead Redemption 2, and they showed like a video of him saying that he's working on some new project and he's recording something, and they were saying, "Oh, this is proof that the story DLC is coming out for Red Dead Redemption 2. No, it's not. All he said was he was saying that he was just working on a new project. And the clickbait got so bad that Roger Clark started getting harassed. He actually started getting harassed by a lot of the viewers of these clickbaiters who have been misled, and people saying, "Where's the Red Dead Redemption 2 story DLC? Post an info up about it." He even went to that clickbaiter channel and he literally said that and I'll put the comment up on the screen, he said there's no proof of me doing any kind of, Red Dead Redemption 2 story DLC. This is nonsense, these videos. He was working on something completely different, nothing to do with Red Dead Redemption 2. So the point that I'm getting at right here is that when GTA 6 comes out, it's not going to stop the clickbait. People think that it's going to be over. It's not. They're going to be doing the online. They're going to be clickbaiting about online. They're going to be clickbaiting about story DLC. They're going to say, "Oh, look, Jason DLC coming out. Prequel DLC. Lucia DLC coming out." They're going to be doing that. That's what they're going to be doing. And they're going to be making, again, the AI clickbaity thumbnails and just stretching out the videos towards 8 minutes. That's exactly what they're going to be doing. So now that I've gotten that out of the way and I've explained how annoying clickbaiting is, let's now talk about what steps can be taken to actually correct this problem and fix this problem. If I was in charge of YouTube, these are all of the things that I would personally do to stop this. So the first thing that I think the majority of people are going to agree with when they're watching this video is that dislikes need to come back. They need to. Now, YouTube will argue, "Oh, dislikes aren't gone, they're just hidden." But the thing about this is that by getting rid of dislikes, YouTube got rid of that like a couple years ago, where you can still dislike videos, but the only person that sees dislikes are the content creators and the people that install like apps. So like if you install apps in like, your browser, there are certain apps where you can see the dislikes, but automatically for YouTube's feature, you cannot see how much dislikes a video has. And I think that that's a massive problem, because by getting rid of dislikes on YouTube, what YouTube has essentially done is they have made people vulnerable to, clickbait. Because the thing about this is whenever I click on the video that was possibly clickbait, I didn't even know that it was clickbait. If I looked at those videos and I saw like 50% dislikes and like thousands of views, I immediately clicked off. Like I knew, like just looking at the dislike bar right away, I knew the video was trouble and I knew to stay away from it, and I got out of that. Now, most clickbait videos have like a dislike of like 50 to 60%. It's usually somewhere around that there. And that's really bad. Now, on my channel, for example, you guys cannot see my dislikes, but I can show you some of my dislikes. On my channel, my dislike, my like to dislike ratio on average it's 97 to 99% likes to dislikes. So 97 to 99% likes and like around 1 to 3% dislikes on my videos. That's amazing. I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of that. People come to my channel, they appreciate my content, they like my content, they see me as honest. So by bringing back dislikes, people can see if a video, they click on a video that's thousands of views and then they see 99% likes. They'll be like, okay, you know, this is a video worth watching. Majority of people like this. They like what this person has to say. There's nothing wrong with this video whatsoever. But when you don't have dislikes, what happens is you don't know whether the video is clickbait or not. And some of these clickbaiters will disable comments, so you can't even scroll down and look at the comments. Or they could just delete comments. They could just delete all the negative comments and then keep all the positive comments up. By not removing the dislike bar, you can see exactly what's going on. But also, to add on to this, by removing dislikes, not only are you making people vulnerable to clickbait, but you are making people vulnerable to scams. Yes, there are scams on YouTube. There are scam channels that are trying to promote scam products and scam investments. And literally by removing the dislike bar on there is you are making people vulnerable to that. They're not going to see that this is a scam. They don't see how much dislikes the video has. Comments might be disabled, or all the comments might be just comments approved by the scammer to make people think that it's legit when it's not. So dislikes need to come back. And YouTube claimed, oh, the reason we got rid of dislikes because we didn't want content creators getting harassed and stuff. And yes, there are people that harass content creators and they dislike videos for no reason. I've had that happen to me where people come to my channel and they tell me like, oh, you know, this isn't a GTA video. You know, F you, professional. You uploaded like a video on Sniper Elite. You didn't play GTA today. I'm going to dislike this. I've seen that happen before. People like just dislike videos just like for dumb reasons like that, just because it's not a video that they wanted or a video that a game that they wanted to play. Not necessarily because the video is clickbait, but they just dislike the video for a ridiculous reason. So yes, I get that harassment happens, but the thing about that is that that's the minority. The majority of people are going to be cool, they're going to be appreciative of it, they're going to like the video, so there's going to be way more likes than dislikes in a situation like that. So I don't, you know, buy that whole argument that the reason that they removed it was because people were getting harassed. Yes, people do dislike videos for dumb things also. It happens, but in reality is most people are going to be cool about it, and that people are going to like videos. So, you know, they're not just going to dislike videos for no reason. Now, the next thing that we need to talk about here, the next thing is we need to add specifically a clickbait button. There needs to be some kind of clickbait button. So you have the like and the dislike button, but there could be like a third button, which is clickbait, or it could be like to, you know, report the video for like community notes, you know, similar to what Twitter has. So for example, here I have a you know, one of my own tweets, and I have it where if you go on, you know, a tweet and, you know, you hit the dots, you can report a video to actually get recommended and reviewed by community notes. Now, community notes, in my opinion, are literally one of the best things that YouTube has ever, or one of the best things that Twitter has ever introduced. Community notes are a great feature. How community notes basically work is when a tweet goes viral and people don't know if people are spreading misinformation, because plenty of people clickbait on Twitter. They clickbait on Twitter as well. They spread misinformation around on Twitter. What happens is people can report that video to the community notes. And what will happen is Twitter has a team of people that review that, fact check that, make sure that that is, you know, real or not. And then what they'll do is they will post a message or a comment right underneath that. And the person who made that tweet cannot remove that. They cannot. And I think that YouTube needs to introduce a system very similar to this. I think YouTube needs to introduce very similar to it. So just take a look at some of these here. So like even Elon Musk, who is, you know, the owner of, you know, Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, even he has been fact-checked by it. So he wrote, Twitter, you know, drives a massive number of clicks to other websites, apps, biggest click driver on the internet by far. And the community note says the reverse is true. Twitter drives 7% of web traffic referrals. Facebook drives 74%. Pinterest drives 7%. And then look at this one. This is one of my favorite fact checks here. How I became a millionaire at 15. So clickbait right here. You can see it. Clickbait on YouTube. Readers added context that they thought people might want to know. The Ferrari this individual is posing with is owned by the exotic car rental company Cloud9 Exotics. You can see the sticker in the window. So great feature. Great feature because it's calling out misinformation. And the people who post these tweets, they cannot remove this stuff. The only way that they could remove that message is by deleting the whole tweet entirely. So that's it. So here's another one is, this meal just cost me $78 at Newark Airport. This is why Americans think the economy is terrible. You have community notes. The price of the burger and fries is $17, which means that all or part of the other $61 this tab is due to the glass of whiskey shown in the photo. And yep, he shows right there alcohol right there. So that's something that he didn't include. He was just something that he was complaining about right there. Another one here, this one's a really stupid one. You guys know that bed bugs are harmless, right? They are filthy and irritating, but still harmless. So this guy's spreading around dangerous misinformation, and readers added context they thought people might want to know. Bed bugs are not harmless. Although they are not unknown to carry diseases, they can still cause allergic reactions and in some cases skin infections. There you go. Another one here, Ben & Jerry's. This 4th of July, it's high time we recognize that the U.S. exists on stolen indigenous land and commit to returning it. Learn more and take action now. And it says, readers added context. Despite Ben & Jerry's supposed commitment to returning land they feel was stolen, they have yet to reach out to the tribe whose land their HQ is on and arrange a return of the land to them. So this is one thing I like about Community Notes, is that Community Notes basically fact-checks everyone. It fact-checks people on the left, it fact-checks people on the right. I'm not going to get into the whole political drama here or Musk or any of that stuff. The point that I'm getting at with this is it's a great feature that it just fact-checks everyone. So people are going to post something misinformation, something hypocritical, it will call them out and it will show right at the bottom. So look at this, Total Battle right here, a free game without ads. So this is a company that is advertising, some kind of, I'm assuming this is a mobile game, and it says this game has ads. Do you find this helpful? So again, fact check that. And Uber right here. Uber even got fact check. When you drive with Uber, you're the boss. Uber earn like a boss. Hashtag. Uber advertised earn like a boss. However, in reality, Uber driver compensation averages $11.77 per hour. Right there. See, so basically, the point that I'm getting at is that YouTube needs to add a feature like this in. They need to add a feature, something where you can report a video for clickbait. There's a specific button you hit, the clickbait, it's clickbait or report for misinformation, something like that specifically. And YouTube needs to create a team of people that will review some of these videos that are going viral, and they will basically add this stuff in. And if a channel gets enough of these community notes, like channels that like repeatedly get it, there should be an instant pop-up on every single video that they put out, no matter what the video is, and it will say this channel has been reported several times for clickbait. Viewers have found a lot of their videos to be misleading. If they put a message like that at the end, their viewers will plummet. If you put that right at the top of their right at the bottom of the video before you even have the description, just like community notes are on Twitter, a lot of people will see that and a lot of people will stop watching. So right here I have an example of clickbait that I created just for this video alone. So this was, my channel at the bottom here. I just put it as like a hypothetical here. So I put like a title, GTA 6 Trailer 3 coming out soon, typical clickbait that you would have. They're saying, Trailer 3 is coming out very soon, and you have the most clickbaity thumbnail ever right here. Now, I put in what a community notes would look like on YouTube. And the community notes that I put in there is the CEO of Take-Two, who Strauss Zelnick, stated that marketing would begin in summer, not now. This video has no evidence. So exactly that. Stuff like that needs to be put at the bottom of the videos so that people can see that right away. They can see the community notes is that this video is not credible. This video has no evidence for this claim, and it could link to some actual sources or stuff like that. And people would stop watching these videos. People would stop believing these guys. And that's exactly what Strauss Zelnick said. Strauss Zelnick said multiple times at the Take-Two earnings, he said that marketing will begin in the summer for GTA 6. Summer is June 21st. So summer is not now yet. We're still 6 days away until summer starts. But all these YouTubers have been saying for the past few weeks, they've been saying, oh, it's coming out tomorrow, it's coming out the next day, it's coming out this. No, it's going to come out somewhere between June 21st and September 22nd. That's between summer and the start of fall. That is when it's going to come out. Now, could a trailer be released before then? Sure. But that would mean to Take-Two Interactive lied. So I'm just going off of the evidence. The evidence says that there is no trailer coming out before June 21st. So that's basically what should happen, is you should have a community notes feature that basically reports this stuff and stops this stuff from happening. You have a button that you can hit, and you can hit like it'll either be called clickbait, it's something else from like or dislike. It's like a third button. You hit it, it's either clickbait or a misinformation button or something like review video for notes, something like that. YouTube needs to get a team of people together, similar to what Twitter does, and they need to have people review these videos, put in these fact checks, and not only that, when a video gets community noted on YouTube, guess what else happens? The video also gets demonetized. Yes, yellow icons. Now, YouTube is so strict with their advertiser policies is that they constantly have videos demonetized. So I have had videos demonetized for just characters cursing. Like, I've played GTA San Andreas, for example, and I've had, like, Kent Paul, for example. I had videos censored because Kent Paul is cursing in those videos. And, it was specifically when Kent Paul said the C word. When he said that, YouTube automatically would flag the San Andreas videos, and the videos would instantly get demonetized, or just a character in the game cursing. And when I tried to, appeal these, YouTube would deny the appeal, and they would say that they take their advertisers, their advertising guidelines very seriously. So, it's not advertiser friendly. So let me ask YouTube a question here. Is if you take your advertiser guidelines so seriously, you take it so seriously like that, you don't think that certain videos are advertiser friendly, why should a video that is spreading misinformation, creating fake thumbnails, fake AI thumbnails, why should a video that's lying about it, lying about stuff like that, telling people stuff that is not true, why should a video like that be advertiser friendly? Why should that exactly? Because that's why clickbaiters do it. Clickbaiters do it primarily because it's one, easy and lazy. They don't have to really require any kind of work into it. They can make multiple clickbait videos a day just talking about leaks. They just sit in front of their camera and they just record like 8 minutes of them driving around in GTA, 5 and just stretching the video out, talking about some nonsense leak and just keep doing it with AI thumbnails, constantly doing stuff like that. It requires no work. It's lazy. Two, it's easy ad revenue that they can keep milking. That's the main reason they're doing it. It's because it's easy money. If you take away their money, if you start basically giving them yellow icons where basically their videos will get demonetized for clickbait like that, they will actually either give up or they'll have to make legitimate content. They'll actually have to make content that's actually worth watching, something that's actually not clickbait, something that is not misinformation. So that's basically my solution to it is it's a bunch of things. Bring back the dislikes. The dislikes need to come back. You need to add some kind of, community notes option. You need to have a clickbait or misinformation button that people can hit. And yes, I know people are going to tell me in the comments, well, professional. People are also going to click clickbait when the video is not clickbait. I get that. But when you have like thousands of people that are clicking clickbait on a single video, that is not, people just doing that just to mess around. That is thousands of people that are actually pissed off for a valid reason. You will have somebody from YouTube that will review this video and make sure that this video is not actually clickbait. They'll look at it and then they put in their community notes option. And then lastly is you need to demonetize those videos. I don't know if we should necessarily remove clickbait videos because YouTube is very strict when it comes to removing stuff. So basically is if you get 3 strikes, your channel can get deleted, stuff like that. And there could be several times where there could be a mistake made. Somebody could have, their video falsely removed and get a strike. So I think the better solution would be to instead, have those community notes, bring back dislikes, and demonetize those videos. Do that. So when they review the videos, the community notes people, and they see, yeah, this person is spreading around misinformation, they'll label it as not advertiser friendly. And they could write the reason misinformation. They could do that exactly. And you do that, you hurt the clickbaiter's pocketbook. You hurt their ability to make money. They are going to stop this stuff. Guarantee you it right there. That's the main thing. The reason they do it is because it's easy, it's lazy, it does not require any kind of effort, and it's because they can just keep milking this for easy ad revenue. So you take that away from them, and they're going to stop this stuff. So, I know I've been going on my rant here, guys. I need to have a drink of water right after this. But I'm just so pissed off at this misinformation. I'm just so pissed off at dishonesty. I hate dishonesty so much. And I cannot not stand people doing this garbage all the time. It honestly just pisses me the F off when I see stuff like this. People just milking these GTA 6 leaks until the end of time. So these are my solutions on how to basically stop this crap from happening. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, do drop a like. And please, again, if you agree with what I'm saying, please, I ask you, drop a like on the video, share the video. Again, once I post this video, I'm going to tweet this at Team YouTube, and I'm going to try to hopefully get them to watch the video. And hopefully something can come out of it. I don't know if anything is, maybe it won't, but at least it's worth a try. At least we're talking about it. At least we're trying to get YouTube to change something, to do something about it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.